How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about the original promos from Wizards of the Coast. These are promos that came out in 1999 when Pokemon first came to North America. Most of these promos, unlike today, were targeted towards kids in methods such as attending a movie, buying a magazine, purchasing video games, stuff along those lines, compared to today where promos are typically given out just for buying products. You buy a sealed collection box or tin and it comes with one free promo. Back in the day, you usually had to attend some sort of event. You had to go to a local tournament at your card shop, at the mall, at Toys R Us. You had to do certain things, and it was targeted more towards kids. The collector scene hadn't quite hit yet. There was some collectors, but for the most part, the target audience was children and players. So this is the very first promo that came out. This is referred to as the Ivy Pikachu. There is a error version of this card where there is a first edition stamp in the corner, and there shouldn't have been, and those came from jungle packs. But that is the very first promo. Coming up next, you have Pokemon the first movie. You would have got these for attending the movie. You could see the stamp right there. Kids WB presents Pokemon the first movie. There are 4 of those. You have Electabuzz, Mewtwo, Pikachu, as well as Dragonite. And you can see there was all non-holos for the first 8. Mew, card number 8, did come with a holo version as well, which is card number 9. This is the first mass-produced holo promo for the English TCG. This does not include Japanese. And then you can tell that they liked the holo promos, so they continued on with the GB Meowth and the Eevee. Then we're going to go ahead and go to what is a lot of people's favorite WOTC promo, which is the Venusaur. This features the original artwork from Japan. This is not the artwork from a base set. You can see we got another Mewtwo, a cool Porygon, the computer error, which kind of a bland promo when you're looking at the overall collection. And then we get to some cool stuff. You got the Dark Persian, which features Giovanni in the background. You could see his eye right there, both of them. It is kind of hard to see his eyes if you have a promo that is more played, as well as some of them just had a very poor quality for the print run where you couldn't really see the eye even if it was a brand new card. But for the most part, you need a really clean copy in order to see it very clearly. You can still see it sitting there. Then we have the Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos. They are out of order for some reason. Chronologically, they're correct, 21, 22, 23. But it should be Articuno, Zapdos, then Moltres. Uno, dos, tres. That's what it's supposed to be, but what can you do? Then you have the Happy Birthday Pikachu. This card was brought back in Celebrations. These got sent out in the mail. Some people actually still have the sealed letter. It was just a plain white envelope that contained that, and they mailed it directly to you. As you can see, we kind of have a Pikachu theme. We go from the Birthday Pikachu to a Flying Pikachu. And you got 3 more following that. So they did 5 Pikachu promos in a row. You have the Neo Meryl. This is where we start going into the next generation of Pokemon. So, going into a lot of Neo stuff. Smeargle. Got the Caesar. Wish they did this in a holo, but they didn't. So Awesome artwork. And then we go into the reverse holos. This was a rather new thing for the English TCG. As you can see, the whole card is hollow, but the artwork isn't. Same thing they did on the Pichu. The entire card is a hollow pattern, and the artwork isn't. So this pattern is what is typically on the artwork behind the artwork, and it allows it to shine through a little bit. That's what makes a card hollow. Instead, they left the surface blank and just printed the text over it. Again, we're still in the Neo generations. We have a Hitmontop, got some Unknown, Mischievous, and then we get to what are the two most expensive promos for the Wizards of the Coast era. This was in celebration of the New York Pokemon Center opening up, which is now no longer a Pokemon Center. It is actually just a Nintendo shop. They do still have some of the original Pokemon stuff, including the original door handles. It's a very, very cool place to go check out if you like Nintendo things in general. There isn't a whole lot of Pokemon anymore, unfortunately. There is still some stuff. They have some cool pieces to look at. Not a lot to buy anymore. But this right here was a very, very underrated promo up until people realized the scarcity of this card. And the artist who did this one actually did the next one as well. Which is the Lucky Stadium. And it features a Pichu on top of a Pikachu riding a Charizard. So arguably it is the most desired card out of the Wizards of the Coast set. So just going through some basic promos again, nothing crazy. Wish they would have done this in a holo as well. It would have been really, really cool artwork. The Mew did get brought back in Evolutions, and that was featured in a holo as well, finally. Now we have the Sleeping Snorlax. A lot of Snorlax fans out there. And the artwork on this one is a little different than everything else. This looks like it was just done with colored pencils. You could actually see the shading on it. And then we have the Pokemon Center New York promos. You have one with the stamp and one without. Same thing goes for the Ho-Oh. And then what is the most common promo I feel everybody grew up with is the Ancient promo. So you have the Ancient Mew here, and there are different variations of this. There are some errors. There's quite a few Japanese variations, but this was also given out for attending a movie. So anybody who bought a movie ticket got one free sealed promo. So a lot of people definitely remember having this card back in the day, and a lot of people think it's if they found it today that it's worth a ton of money. Unfortunately, you have to remember every single person in America who bought a movie ticket was given one of these. So these were mass produced, but they were definitely, something that didn't match the rest of what Pokemon cards look like. So they definitely stuck out. They did a good job. The artwork is cool. It's just a commemorative piece. So they did a good job as a promo for that, because they definitely did something different, and that definitely is embedded into many, many kids, memories of growing up with Pokemon. But that is the entire Wizards of the Coast promo collection. Again, this doesn't include errors and stuff like that, such as the first edition Ivy Pikachu or the different variations of Ancient Mew. Errors are not going to be a part of my collection. If it was an official variation that was intended, I will collect it, such as the Pokemon Center New York stamp, versus not having the stamp. But other than that, let me know what your favorite was. Is it the Lucky Stadium with Charizard and Pikachu? Is it the Ancient Mew because you remember that very, very vividly from your childhood? Or is it just something different like the Venusaur or maybe a flying Pikachu? Do you maybe like a Togepi? Let me know in the comments. Hopefully you got to see something cool and have a great day.